Greetings, brothers and sisters. I know that we've been late. I missed some shows. Had to keep rescheduling shows because I had a lot of things going on in this area. Nonetheless, I'm happy to be here. We're happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be able to talk about the difficult subjects. We have a very difficult subject today. So we have to ask ourselves a question as revolutionaries. And I'm sure you agree that with all the marching, with all the stopping, we have not been very impressive in our stance. We've had some kills. We've had some important kills, and we've fulfilled some plans that we've intended, but we haven't been as actively aggressive against the white races as I would like to believe, or as I would like to hope. So we've got some work to do. We've got to put it in. First of all, we've got to answer the question, why isn't George Zimmerman dead? We have to ask ourselves that question, brothers and sisters. We're not going to get anywhere unless we deal with this question. We've got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. Thank you very much. We got to deal with this question as to why George Zimmerman is still alive. He's still alive. And this is very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to deal with, but nonetheless, it's something that we must deal with. We've got to ask ourselves these questions. We can't be taken seriously as long as this devil is alive. There's no way for us to be taken seriously. And we've got to be cognizant of this. We've got to be cognizant of this. That as long as he's alive, we can't be taken seriously as black nationalists. And we have to be honest with ourselves. So this is very difficult. But it's one of the good things that came out of this lesson. It's one of the great things that came out of this lesson. Brothers and sisters, after we look over it all, unless we are aggressively killing this man like he's killing us, we haven't done anything. George Zimmerman, a key point, a key facet, walked in our community, right? As he was pulling guard. And I say our community because we're the ones paying for it. America was built on the back of slaves, brothers and sisters, so we're paying for it. But we have to ask ourselves the question, why isn't this devil dead? I mean, he's literally walking around raiding himself, showing the gun, the weapon, and all of that. And I mean, nothing. The man is going through with impunity from the black nationalist community. In other words, nobody has given him his just due. Nobody has given him what he's been begging for. The way has been made, brothers and sisters. The way has been made, but now we have to fulfill our destiny. We've got to fulfill our destiny. And what is our destiny? Our destiny is to live in peace or to die in blood. If we can't live in peace, then the white man has to die like he's been killing us. And I'm sure you would agree that he's been killing us at such a rapid rate. I want to apologize to you for the time. The only thing that I can say is it's getting hot. It's getting heavy. It's been very busy. And we're just trying to fight to keep our head afloat, brothers and sisters, as we serve the community. And we pray, our desire and our prayers that our people can get some common sense enough to begin to function and sponsor black business, whatever that business may be. So that's our desire, that's our prayer, is that these things would happen, or that these things will happen. Not that they can happen, but our desire and our prayer is that these things will happen. So that we'll be able to do the will of God and do the work that God has set before us. So I was late. I want to apologize for that. I was late, but I intend to make it up to you by taking my time and giving you back the time that we've lost. If you will be uh, patient with me, right? And if you would appreciate me giving you this time. The fault was all mine, but I didn't want to miss this show because it's a very, very important show. This show is important. So as we wait, brothers and sisters, and we're going to take our time today. We're going to wait. We're going to take our time today. We're going to wait, and we're going to deal with this subject. We need to talk about George Zimmerman, and we need to understand why. I have to understand it because it's something I don't understand. I don't understand how we can allow. I know the government protected him, but in some areas he's open. In some areas he's open, and I don't understand why he's allowed to walk in our communities and kill at will and threaten at will. I don't understand that. I mean, Tracy Martin himself should have dealt with this issue. He should have dealt with this issue. We were behind him. He could have dealt with this issue. Man has met him in court several times. Nothing's ever happened. There's nothing like seeing a black man, somebody black, begging the white man, asking him. I mean, where's your dignity? You're asking the courts to do something that they ain't been able to do since the time you had courts in America. I mean, what would you do if it was your son? What would you do if it was your son? I think that's the question. And in a sense, what I'm saying is it's our son. Emmett Till was ours. Trayvon Martin is ours. Tamir Rice is ours. Freddie Gray is ours. These are our sons, our daughters, as a people. And it's time, brothers and sisters. It's time for us to stand up. Stand up. I mean, time is literally flying by, and the world can see that the white man is doing us every kind of evil he can possibly think of because he's made of evil. He's a liar and the father of lies, the killer of everything good. This white man. This white man. So we have to step up the tempo, so to speak, and start killing these bastards. I mean, there's no other way. There's no other way. They've got to die. Anytime they kill us, if we got to get them in the jail cell, if we got to kill them while the police are trying to give them protection, these devils need to die that are killing the people in our community. They got to die. This is self-defense. This is self-defense. You got to understand that. So we've got to take a more aggressive approach, a more aggressive tone to do what is necessary to defend our community. That's what you and I have to do. We got to do it. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. And there are those that are probably saying, right now, you see the white man is killing us in our community. There are people saying right now, well, you know, Dr. Millere is so violent. This brother is violent, you know. Saying that I'm violent, imagine that. And the white man is killing us. I mean, everywhere you look, somebody is falling with the white man's bullet. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? And the brothers and sisters have been seduced, illusioned to say that I'm violent. And the man's killing us everywhere we turn. I mean, the man's literally killing us. So brothers and sisters, we don't have an alternative. I think that's the thing that I really want to say. And I hate that I missed this show yesterday and the day before. I really do. I know there were some people anxious to hear it. And our attention span isn't very long, brothers and sisters. So, I mean, there you have it. And the brothers and sisters really don't know. They have no idea that, or how difficult It is, because it's very difficult. You have to admit that. It's very difficult to stand in these dark days for our people, when many of them won't stand behind you when you're standing up for them. Isn't that right? They won't stand behind you when you're standing out front. You know I'm right, brothers and sisters. You know I'm right. I tell you, brothers and sisters, join us. Join us. Join us tonight. Join us. And those of you out there, is we started, normally we start 7 Central, right? 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern and Mountain Time. But we're going to meet 3 times a week doing this. I've failed by missing one of those days, only because we've been very busy. I'm not making excuses. You serve in the community, and you have more people taking than you have giving. It's a work, brothers and sisters. It's a work. But nonetheless, we do the work because we love our people. This is why we do it. We do the work because we love our people. And I'll continue to do the work because I love our people. But my point tonight is that we've got to be focused. We've got to be focused tonight. We need to be focused from here on out. I've been focused for the last 25 years. But it's hard when you got weekend work or week work. Some people are warriors during the week. We need some everyday warriors. We need some right now warriors right now. We need that, brothers and sisters. Because we are losing this battle. We are literally losing this battle. And I hesitate to say that it's because of fear, or due to fear. I hesitate to say that. But it's a strong possibility that it's because many have not learned how to overcome the fear that the white man is putting you. Huh? I said the white man is putting fear in you, and instead of standing in the liberty that you've been made free, because God made you free, brothers and sisters, you're standing in fear because you're afraid of the white man. Isn't that right? But any victim of peer pressure will tell you the best way to deal with peer pressure is to face it head on. You and I, brothers and sisters, and I say peer, because I know normally peer means someone of your own ethnic group, your own culture, right? Your own status, your same role. But in light of the white man, because of the particular situation that he put us in, that we're affected by his levels of oppression. We're affected by his levels of oppression. But we've got to get to the point where we're willing to return fire to live. I'm telling you to fight to live, not die. Now you got to be willing to die, but you fight to live. Isn't that right? We got to fight to live. So when we see vagrants, when we see evildoers, when we see fat devils like George Zimmerman, brothers and sisters, it's our duty to take them off the planet. That's our duty. That's our duty to take them off the planet. That's our reasonable service. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Our reasonable service is to take these kinds of devils off the planet. Kyle Rittenhouse. These people need to die. These people have got to die, brothers and sisters. Isn't that right? Even before they are made to attack us, we got to take them out. We got to take them out. It's time out for us now. It's time out for dying. We got to start fighting to live. We got to start fighting to live. This is the white man's will that you die, but we got to fight to live. You and I, brothers and sisters, you and I have to fight to live. And that's my challenge for you today. That's my challenge. And brothers and sisters, we need your support. Those of us that are fighting on the front lines and organizing to put these informations out, putting ourselves out there, we need your support. So we're asking you to support us. We're asking you to support us. And you can do that by buying a book. You can do that, and I'm putting it in the section here. You can support us by buying a book, buying a simple book, just one book. You can support us by buying a book. That's all we're asking. We're not begging, brothers and sisters. We're not begging. We have something to give you. You know for yourself that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has opened more stores, more businesses, has influenced more churches, no matter what the religion or denomination is, as long as they're black, and has done more for black people than anybody else on this planet. You already know it. You already know it. And so the teaching and the philosophy that Muhammad teaches, this philosophy of true Christianity, right? Isn't that right? The true Christianity must go forth, brothers and sisters, and it can't go forth without our support. I'm sure you would agree. So when we ask you to buy your book, right, we ask you to get the book for two reasons. We want to educate your mind and your body. Isn't that right? We want to educate your mind and your body, right? Because your mind is the soul that guides the body. Isn't that right? So you can say mind, body, and soul, but nonetheless, we want to educate you. We want you to know that this message that we're putting out is real and it's true, and we want you to know it. We want you to know it. So, brothers and sisters, we need your support to be able to continue to do this work. We need it. And we ask you, we got some very good books. Very good books. We have candy bars that you can buy as well. We put the candy bars up. It's interdependent black families, candy bars, black power, brothers and sisters. Right? Isn't that right? We need some black power. So get you a black candy bar to get that black power that you'll be able to support our programs. Right? Our program get people off drugs, get them off alcohol, get them out of illicit sex, to get you out of the white man's bedroom, out of his kitchen, out of his living room. Isn't that right? Out of his garage. Isn't that right? And get you out of the white man's community and bring you back over to your people. Because you got to know that you lost your mind if you're over there in the white man's community, brothers and sisters. You know that's right. You know I'm right. And so, and I'm getting to a place here because, see, we've got to stay away from among these devils. Didn't he tell us to come out from among them? That's what he told us. That's what he told us. He said, come out from among them. Not only that, but don't you know that there's no place that you can be in the company of a white man and have peace? You can't have peace. You can't have peace. Right? The white man ain't going to let you have peace. And I want you to try this on for size, brothers and sisters. Excuse me as I scratch my neck. I want you to understand that George Zimmerman, a racist Mexican Jew, because that's what he is, killed our young brother. He killed him. I want you to know that Tracy Martin didn't have the guts, did not have the guts to kill the man that took out his only begotten son. My God. And so he let the devil walk around complaining and crying to the white man that somebody killed my baby. And not only that, but he continues to harass me. Who does that? Who does that, brothers and sisters? So we got a work to do. Right? We can't keep letting these devils that come in our community to kill our people walk around. We can't continue to do that. These devils have to be taught. So we got a kill order, right? We have a kill order. Against all devils who come in our community. Right? We must establish, isn't that right? A kill order against all devils. I'm going to take my time with this tonight. I got to, because as black nationalists, we should have enough common sense. Brothers and sisters, to kill these white people who are killing us. As black people, we should have enough guts and enough common sense to kill these white people who are killing us. We are setting a kill order. We must establish a kill order against all white devils. Got to. We must establish a kill order against all white devils who kill in our community. Isn't that right? Somebody's getting scared right now, brother. You shouldn't talk about that. You should be more anonymous with your speaking. Why? Why? Everything is out now. These devils is killing us. Why should I be anonymous? No, brothers and sisters, we got to step up the ante, and we got to give these devils what they've been begging for, and that's blood and guts across the street, and after that, cut their heads off, pluck out their eyes. That's what time it is today, brothers and sisters. If they come to kill us, then we have to be ready to kill them. This is self-defense. This is self-defense. We've got to be ready. We've got to be ready. They're killing us in our community. They're killing us in our community. And you're not being a good Christian or a good Muslim to let these devils come through and kill our kids. Even the white man is trying to make laws. Now he acts like he's trying to make them. He acts like it. Right? Because he knows. He knows it's time now for me and you to boogie. You won't do it. Time for you to boogie. Right? Right? It's time. Isn't that what Michael Jackson said? Get up. Baby, don't stop. Isn't that right? It's time for us to boogie. And attack those who attack us. Attack those who attack us. We have every right as human beings on this planet, on this earth that God has created for us to defend ourselves. And brothers and sisters, we do ourselves a disservice not to defend ourselves. I don't care who it is. That's why the African American Defense League is the largest black organization to date now, because we don't tell people to go out. We tell you to stay in your own community and build up your defense in your own community. You ain't got to drive all the way over there. Your job is to defend your community. If they don't have enough common sense in other areas to defend their communities, right? If they don't have the common sense to do it, then your job is not to go over there and do it for them. Your job is to be an example for them so that you can show them what they must do when devils come against their community by defending your community against the devils that are coming against it. That's it. So we have to, what do we have to do? What are we talking about? We're talking about establishing a kill order against all white, right, offenders, right? All white offenders, I put killers, who have acted against, right, the black community. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You start speaking like this, brothers and sisters get scared. Here I am telling you to defend yourself. Don't let the white man kill you. And right now, you got brothers and sisters that are afraid. Right now. And all I'm telling you to do is to defend yourself. That's all. That's all I'm telling you to do is defend yourself against one of the cruelest beasts that this world has ever seen. That's that American white man. He's cruel. He is cruel. Right? I'm not telling you anything you don't know. There's no human side to this man. You just don't know it yet. You just don't know it. But there's no human side to the white man. No human side to him. You waiting to see it. That's your whole problem. It's your whole problem. Can't judge one by all. Well, you can judge one by all. You may have had white people who said they didn't agree with slavery, but there were many that made money from slavery. Isn't that right? So the white man benefits from slavery. He benefits from oppression. He benefits every time that you kill. The white race is dying up by the hundreds of thousands right now. In 2050, the world's going to be majority black. Now, with that knowledge that you're going to die, you have a no-lose attitude, right? It's win or lose, right? You don't even care, right? If we were losing people like the white man is dying out, right? If we had any sense, we'd be killing him too. You don't hear me, brothers and sisters. Excuse me. You don't hear me. I said we'll be killing him too, the same way he's killing us, if we had sense. But see, your religion and all this is used against you. Your religion is used against you. You know, Christianity, as it relates to Slavic teaching or the teaching of slaves, right? Under oppression, will teach you that before you came here, right? This is the white man's teaching. You were wild, you were senseless, you didn't have much sense. You couldn't make much sense out of anything, so the white man saved you from being a heathen. And you're going to believe in that. Here you are, working in the white man's field, right? Teaching him science because the man couldn't even read. Many white people couldn't even read. You don't hear me. I said he couldn't even read, right? And he had to get you to bring you over here. See, this is knowledge. This is knowledge. See? He wouldn't have survived without you. He needed you in slavery because there's no other way for him to survive. And I wonder how many people really understand that. I wonder. I'm baffled by how simple the truth is. Right? That'll make a blind man see and a fool want error. That's how simple the truth is. And the truth of the matter is that the white man needed us in slavery to invest, right, freely, from free labor, right, into his machinery called slavery. You have to understand that. I mean, it's really a horrific thing when you look at it. It's horrible. It's horrible. When you look at it, it's horrible. It's one of the most horrible things that anyone could ever contemplate. But that's the work of the white man because he's the only race that went around the world killing, literally killing races of people on a continent, islands, planets, provinces. Isn't that right? Yeah, I said planets. You don't know this devil. You don't know this devil. You don't know, as black people, you don't even know that you have created civilizations on other planets. You don't even know it. Because you don't believe that you're the people of God. You believe what the white man tells you. You believe that you're inferior when the white man tells you that. That's why he's able to kill you. That's how George Zimmerman was able to kill Trayvon Martin. He's walking as a free man right now. Walking past black people. Isn't that right? Walking past black people. He's a free man. He's a free man who boasts about killing Trayvon Martin. Literally boasts about it. And black people are forgiving enough that they will let him go on his way. Brothers and sisters, don't you know this is taught? This is slavery. This is taught. And this was these things were allowed to happen to keep the fear over you and I. Right? Right? We allowed it. And it kept fear over you and I. We allowed that. Right? Right? I know there's some brothers that want to go up and hug him. Right? Hug him to death. I know I would. I would like to go and just hug him to death. Hug him in his coffin. You know, give him a couple of tummy taps with a tummy knocker. You don't hear me. Give him a tummy nap with a tummy knocker. Isn't that right? Just tap the tummy with a tummy knocker and squeeze right? Till you can't squeeze no more. Isn't that right? Right? Give him all the vitamins, all the vitamin B that you could give him. Isn't that right? That's right, brothers and sisters. We got to be wise. We've got to be steadfast. We've got to be unmovable and always abounding in the work of God. And what is the work of God? What is that work? That we will stand in the liberty, brothers and sisters, that we have been made free, and that we will respond with the maximum amount of force against anyone that will kill us. That's what God, the power that God has given you and I. That's the power that He's given us. Now all we have to do is exercise it. We got to exercise that power. Isn't that right? We got to exercise it. Why, brothers and sisters? Yes. Because if we don't start killing this white man, he's going to continue to kill us. And the smaller he gets, the more crazy his killing methods is going to get. See, I've been saying this for over 25 years. And you got brothers and sisters today. Brothers violent, all white people aren't the same. I tell you, if you had 1 million bees, 1 million bees, 1 million, 1 million bees. If you had 1 million bees, and brothers and sisters, somebody in a bee outfit told you that the bees didn't have a stinker. You hear me good? Hear me good. You will be a fool. You will be out of your mind, literally out of your mind, waiting for the 1 million bees to sting you, right? Or rather, the 1 billion bees to sting you, right? In order to get to that 1 million that don't have stingers. You probably won't make it. So when you tell me that the white man, all of them isn't violent, I have to ask you if you've been duped, or rather you're duping me. I have to ask. I have to ask because I already know, and you know it, right? I know it and you know it, that the man started some of the most atrocious acts. Isn't that right? Atrocious acts. The most atrocious acts against black people. And literally feasted on their flesh. My God. So brothers and sisters, what are we saying today? The white man who is killing us, we desire to ignite a different action. We've got to willing to be doing something different. If he know he can walk up and kill us, he gonna kill us. If he know he ain't gonna have no guns on us, right? Because the plantation told us that guns are bad. And the preachers went along with it. They didn't want to mess up their chicken and biscuit, isn't that right? And some coffee. I'm telling you that slave owner and the sellout preachers go way back. Way back. House Negroes and the master go way back. So I'm trying to get you to understand. And these are the very ones, the Negroes in the house. Which ones? The ones in the White House? The ones in the State House? The ones in the local houses? The ones in white people's homes? Huh? And the ones in the doghouse? And the ones that ain't in no house at all? Right? Steady trying to climb uphill to get some sensitivity from that white devil. Right? And the white man knows he ain't got a sensitive bone in his body. And the brother said, now, you know, some of the brothers are getting angry when I'm going to say this. The white man who ain't got no sensitive bone in his body will lie, cheat, and steal as long as he can make a profit from you. And he'll make you the most important thing in his life. The minute that the dollar stops, the game and the charade is over. He ain't thinking about you and ain't thinking about me. Right? So he killed both of us at the drop of a hat. That's the way it is. He don't care if he got a baby by your black woman, and she don't care if he got a baby by a black man. Is that right? Huh? The white man will kill you. If he kills his own family, what do you think he would do to you? Huh? Isn't that right? If this man will kill his own family in broad daylight, chop his children's head off, put bullets in their heads as they lay beside their mother and shoot her, what the hell do you think that he'll do to you? In a relationship, this is to all the ones that are married and dating white folks. Brothers and sisters, there's a taboo. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. There's a taboo going on. You know, Farrakhan had a son that dated and married one of them she devils, and they produced a hybrid. Yeah. Farrakhan had a son, Joshua Farrakhan, and he still attend the mosque. He even let the devil attend the mosque with him. This is not Elijah's teaching. This is not the teaching of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, brothers and sisters. Isn't that right? For Elijah said that the white man is a devil. Which is the truth? Which is the truth? The white man is the devil. The white man is the devil. But they will have you to believe that all white people aren't devils. This is Farrakhan. This is his teaching. This is his teaching. The white man is raising his children to kill you. He raises his children to kill you. Right? By the time a white child is 8 or 9 years old, he could shoot you down with a gun. Proof of which, they're killing their own family members right today. Killing their own family members. You'll never get it on the media until it's too late. But the white man can't even trust himself to do good. And since we know that they're killers, brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that George Zimmerman hunted Trayvon Martin down. Hunted him down. And put a bullet in him with the quickness. And Tracy Martin, with all the money that he has, couldn't come up with a plan to take this devil out when he knew where he was. That's a coward. This is your son, Tracy. This is your son. And he wouldn't even stand up for him. I don't understand that. It's time out for us to be allowing these people to slide. We need to stop black people from sliding. I'm sick of seeing black people slide in and out. Talk about it, beef it up, but they ain't gonna really do nothing. But they'll talk about it. I'm sick of hearing that. I'm sick of seeing it. I just don't like cowards. I don't like a coward. If you got a plan, that's one thing. If you play coward, that's one thing. But I just don't like a coward. They'll never stand up for you or never do anything. Won't kill anything, ain't gonna let nothing die, and will keep you always in mess. Always in mess. Will kill one another. Black folks. Black folks. Don't you know we can't be taken seriously unless George Zimmerman is dead? We can't be taken seriously unless he's dead. So we have a kill order. We have a kill order where we have got to get rid of George Zimmerman. We've got to get rid of him. And it has to be complicit across the black community. He is a danger to black children wherever he goes. And they're letting him roam around. I mean, a murderer. Just like the guy in the Buffalo, the latest mass killing, Buffalo killing. Right? They're letting him roam. They didn't let the little Mexican boy roam. When they killed those kids in the school, police ducking behind everything. I told you they cowards. I already told you that the white police, this is not the black police, we talking about the white police. The white police is the true enemy of black people. He got that job so that he can rip you and I down, brothers and sisters. So he can come against us. Isn't that right? So he can lynch us, legally lynch us. Isn't that right? And you know, he's making a sacrifice to get there because they don't get paid very much money. Right? But it's just enough for them to do what they're doing against us. And you have black fools that will literally pay, right? I'll pay a black police department if it's all black, because I think we need black police. But we don't need no cracker police coming in the black community. You don't hear me, brothers and sisters. I said the black police is my friend. The black police is my friend. The white police is my enemy. Because even the white police is causing black police trouble today. Thank you, brother. They're causing black police trouble today. Isn't that right? Yeah. They're attacking the black police. So there's racism inside of the shop. That's what I'm gonna call it. Can I call it a shop? Can I call it a shop? That's what I'm gonna call it. There are black police being killed and murdered inside the police shops. It's a shop, right? Because that's where you manufacture things, right? A black man going there with his right mind, he come out, he ain't got his right mind, right? The only thing that can snap him back in place is that he get into the black community and see black police killing black people, or seeing white police killing black people. And the minute he sees that, he's gonna wake up, right? And you already have black police coming together talking about these atrocities. So there has to be a law made. And George Zimmerman have to be rearrested. That case needs to be retried. Isn't that right? The case needs to be retried so that if the government don't kill him, some concerned citizen can put him out of his misery. Isn't that right? You know what I'm talking about. Even though I tell you, even though I tell you, we only fight those who fight against us. Brothers and sisters, he's killing in our community. He's fighting against us. He's fighting. Farrakhan has a soldiers, brothers and sisters, has soldiers. In Florida, they got soldiers. Right? And other leaders, all other leaders got involved with this situation. Right? But Farrakhan Muslim was on the orders to stand down. I mean, who does that? Here this man has come inside of a community, multicultural community, and literally cut down one of the young brothers there. Cut him down. And after he cut him down, he happily paraded it. He ran behind Trayvon Martin to cut him down. And he's still walking around here. Nobody's done anything. I just want you to think on that. I want you to think on that. Yeah. I just want you to think on that. Why and how and what mental state are we in to allow such a thing to happen? Isn't that right? Our mental state has to be of such nature, under oppression, that we'll stand by and watch something like this happen. Brothers and sisters, that's why I tell you that you're going to have to be steadfast. You got to be. Drink a little throat cleaner. Right? Brothers and sisters, we got to be steadfast. How many times have I said it? Unmovable and always abounding in the work of God. In God's work. You and I have to be abounding in the work of God to make this nation what it ought to be for black people. That means we got to have armies, both men and women, boys and girls. And in these armies, we got to learn routine defense blanks to be able to take out the enemy. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? And we got to have mercenaries that we are allowed to go free. Just take the chains off and let them go at it. After they make the pledge, let them go at it. Because we're in trouble today. George Zimmerman set the precedence for every other killing that will come later. And all you got to do is look. And these are copycat killings that have been growing for a very, very long time. For a very, very long time. And we have yet to do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. Why? Because the white man, right, has protected his killers. The white man protects his killers. You have to understand that. You have to understand that. And how is it, brothers and sisters, that black killers, even accidental killings committed by blacks, they are taken dead or alive, and mostly dead, or they put them in the prison and beat them and kill them there. These white kids go and kill us with impunity. Nothing ever happens to them. Can you expect, brothers and sisters, the white man to do your dirty work? Can you expect him to do that? He's not going to kill himself. I said the white man is not going to kill himself. He's not going to kill himself for you. He's not going to kill himself for me, and damn sure not going to kill himself for his family. He'll kill his family, but he's not going to kill himself for his family because he's that selfish. Because this system of superiority and inferiority that he created allowed people like George Zimmerman to set a precedence in a killing that every killing after that have been the same precedent, and it has literally grown. Yet you and I spend time where we are fighting each other. Yeah, we do. I'm glad that the incident happened with Taharka Bay. I'll tell you why. I'm glad it happened because I already know what you don't know. Is that we could plainly see in the nationalist community that he had been sent out. Now, one of the individuals asked a question. Said, what happened to Brother Taharka Bay and Dr. Millere? Nothing happened. But we organized ourselves in the black nationalist community, the same one that he called dead, to trap him, right? And get the information on him, right? Which we didn't have to do that because his own people were sending us that information and take it and basically post it and pin it up so everybody could see. Everybody can see. The purpose is not numbers, brothers and sisters. Never numbers. Anytime you are privileged to make a video recording, just know that people will one day see it. And it don't get any better than that. It just don't get any better than that. Because see, that's the work that'll plead your case. You don't have to keep going up, getting up, and speaking here and speaking there. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is live right. Excuse me. All you have to do is live right. What do you mean, brother, when you say live right? I'm glad you asked. When I say live right, I'm saying be a standard for what is acceptable and unacceptable in the black community. I'm not talking about no perfection through holiness, brothers and sisters. Right? Because you don't have any holiness. You and I don't have any holiness. Isn't that right? We don't have it. Our holiness is as filthy rag. That's what God said. And I know you're not strong enough to go against God. Isn't that right? And I know that your arms are too short to box with God. But the Lord said that our righteousness is as filthy rags. So there's no way in this human body that we be able, there's no way in this human body that we will be able to live in perfect righteousness. Isn't that right? Can I use that term? Perfectness? There's no way in this human body that we'll be able to do that. But we can live in righteousness in the sense of doing what is within our power and what is expected of us. We can do that. Right? We can do it in the streets. We can do it on our job. We can do it in the world. We can do it in the church. And that will draw all men unto God. It will draw all men unto you. I better not say anything more because I already know someone will say, well, that brother, like you said, that we're gods. I'm saying that you're gods. I'm saying you belong to God. And I'm saying that you are God. Yes, I am. Of course I'm saying that. Because right now you're in bondage and you don't even know. Right? Isn't that right? Was it not Jesus, right, that explained to the Jews of their day that they were in bondage unto the Romans, unto Caesar, right, when they was oppressing them, even having them to pay Caesar's tax, right? What's new about that? When they had no money, he said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and unto God what is God's. Isn't that right? That's the truth, brothers and sisters. Right? So this is a type of eye for eye philosophy in a sense. Huh? In disguise. An eye for eye philosophy. Tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye. A limb for a limb. Isn't that right? But what we have to do is, we've got to go back. We've got to go back and start at go. That's what you and I have to do. My throat is dry, brothers and sisters. I can assure you I've been using it all day. Excuse me one moment again. Thank you. But isn't that true? Jesus told them, you are prisoners in this land. This land is not your home. This is not the land of our forefathers. Isn't that right? This is not the land that you are native to. Right? But the Romans and the Greeks changed this land inside out. I know the soil looks like the soil that you're used to, but that's not the same soil. Isn't that right? Because when a white man comes, he brings all poisons and toxins. It was happening in Jesus' day too. It was happening in Jesus' day too. That's why he said that the salt, right, if it has lost its purpose, it's good for nothing but to be trampled underfoot. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Right? Do not throw what? Pearl to swine. Isn't that right? So the atmosphere had been corrupted by the white man. Who's corrupting the atmosphere today? Who's corrupting the physical atmosphere, the spiritual atmosphere, and the biological atmosphere today? Who's disrupting that? The white man. Why? We don't know yet. But we do know that he's an evil devil. But we don't know why he's doing it. We don't know. But the time will come, brothers and sisters, where you have no choice but to stand up and be counted as you defend the black community. Who are we talking about? George Zimmerman created a type of copycat style life, right? Copycat life, right? So that he'd be able to go in and come out in the black community, do whatever you want. I guarantee you that he had some black friends and still can't believe that he did those killings. Well, I know him. I know Zimmerman, and I don't think he'd do something like that. There are people that are defending white people to this day. They are paid to do so. And they'll look away from the sin and forgive him. We forgive too quickly. You and I, right? Well, I don't do it. I'm just trying to make you feel better because I can't do that. But when I use the term you or I'm using it as a general sense, general context, that means all of us that are black have become desensitized in the sense that this man can kill a young black man in broad daylight and no blacks reacted. Even with the amount of nationalists that came up, no blacks reacted. Why? Because the police was protecting this devil. And these same police had got a grip of the people that were there and undoubtedly harassed them too. But see, that's why I'm telling you, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind, brothers and sisters. A sound mind. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, of power, and of a sound mind. Of love, right? Power and a sound mind. Right? Love, power, and a sound mind. Right? He's given us love. By love, all men should know that we are God's disciple. Right? He's given us the power to tread over all the power of the enemy. Come on, brothers and sisters. Right? And he's given us the mind. Let the same mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus. Isn't that right? Right? The most honorable like Muhammad said that a good Christian is a good Muslim and a good Muslim is a good Christian. Isn't that right? So all you got to do is activate and actualize, right, all the power that God is giving you, right? And do not stand in the spirit of fear, for God has not given you the spirit of fear. And you gotta keep saying it until it becomes a reality. Now, there are brothers and sisters now saying, well, if you're a believer, how can you kill? Now, and I'm gonna answer this because I already had this talk before. And brothers and sisters, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you. I gotta say it. I've never seen so many Muslim cowards in my life. Really. Really. I mean it. In this day and time, when we have exactly what we need, you got coward Muslims that won't even stand up to save their own family, much less anyone else. But they'll Bible beat you and I down. You got coward Christian brothers and sisters. Coward Christians that will see the white man abusing and beating, hanging and dragging, shooting and killing and cutting their kind, their kids. And they'll come to you and I and say, we gotta love. We can't give in to that spirit of hate. We have to match it with the spirit of love. We start talking that Martin Luther King jive. Martin Luther King didn't believe in himself. Man had a whole arsenal of weapons in his house. It came out in the defamation suit. It came out that Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence, the apostle of peace, has a closet full of weapons ready for them devils to come so he can take them out and blow their heads off. And I love Martin Luther King for being ready to kill a white devil. I love him for that. I love him for that. And if you had sins, you love him too. And when Martin Luther King woke up, I love that about him. You know how I feel about Malcolm. You know exactly how I feel about Khalid Muhammad. Because they were ready to take it to the white man. They didn't play. They didn't play. No, they weren't playing. When Malcolm slapped Rockwell, he wasn't playing. Isn't that right? And he was going to the South to kill the Klan. He wasn't playing, brothers and sisters. And they'll have you to think. See, this is why I'm trying to talk to you today. That the leaders of the past, you have Robert F. Williams. What did he do? Put down the NAACP sellout manual, the manual of coons, isn't that right? And picked up a gun and started exercising his Second Amendment rights. Isn't that right? You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to defend yourself against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Well, who's the black man's enemy? Foreign, the white man. Who's who's his domestic enemy? The white man. So you got a right to defend yourself. But brothers and sisters, you won't do it. You won't do it. And the reason you won't do it is because you have given in to the fear of the white man. And that's why we have to have an example, brothers and sisters. That's why we got to have an example. And wouldn't it be beautiful to see, to wake up tomorrow morning, just to wake up tomorrow morning and to see that George Zimmerman, somebody has chopped his head off and put his head on a bench and left his body in the street. Wouldn't that be beautiful? That would be a beautiful thing. That would be beautiful. Right? Because they killed George Floyd in broad daylight. Broad daylight. Brothers and sisters still running around. Well, you know, we've got to learn. We've got to learn. And so only a fool and an ignorant person, like we got one that just came on, our brother. Greetings, brother. Greetings. We're glad that you came on. I like to see all fools and idiots come on this show. Yeah, I'll leave your comment up. Only a fool and ignorant person will ask a question like that. As if you are dumb enough to explain any course that you have. Huh? Right? Now and I tell you about these black fools. I tell you how ignorant they are. If I was white and I killed people and I laughed about it, they'll probably laugh with me. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm trying to tell you, you can't get by it. You literally can't get by it. If I was a white man, they would be applauding me, and I could be talking about black people, calling them nigger and everything. All you gotta do is look at Eminem and all the other, what's the little guy that got killed, Lil Peeps, and all these other people, black people following them, and black people saying how much they appreciate him. What's the other guy named? Robert Thicke, right? Right? I mean, if Farrakhan can have a friend, if Farrakhan can have a white friend named Father Flager, I guess any fool and idiot can get on, right? And debate me when I'm telling black people to stand up for yourself. Huh? And that we have to have an example. Isn't that right? Only an idiot. Isn't that right? Will get on and ask a question like that. Only a dumb idiot, a dumbass, will get on and ask a question like that. When these white people are out killing us. They're literally out killing us, and that's all that they could think of. The only question they could think of. Instead of listening to the show, right? Instead of listening to the show, come on and discontent. But we have people like that in our community. We have people like that in our community. It's probably one of Taraka Bay's guys. Thought he'd come on. You know, a lot of them guys hang together, and they already know. They know it's history. But they'll come on and hackle and jackal and do all the other things, right? That's not going to be of any help to the black community, but they'll get on and do it. And I don't stop them. I leave the comments up. Because my purpose here is to talk about George Zimmerman and how he should be made an example of. Right? Right? But we are so foolish till we'll hackle each other. That's what the enemy does. The white man possesses black people, black dummies, black idiots, black chocolate-covered crackers, black nicks, turncoats, Negroes, KNEEGROWS, to get on here and heckle black people who are trying to fight for the black community, who have put in the work. They'll come at you, what have you done? Now, they ain't done a damn thing. The ones getting on haven't done one damn thing, won't even do research, got the internet, can't hardly read, but they'll get on and attack you and I. Isn't that right? For standing up to try to do something good. That's what they do. You look, I want you to pay attention to this. George Zimmerman started this wave of white people killing black people off of one killing. One killing, he started this wave. And after him, then you had the next mass killing you have in the black church was Dylann Roof. Isn't that right? And Dylann Roof did these things. And there were malefactors sent out from every other black nationalist unit in America to try to get to that devil. And by the time that the brothers and sisters had gotten there, we learned that the brother was protected by the police. Name one black person, even if they were killing somebody black, hadn't been shot down by the police. I mean, millions stood around while they watched the white devils kill, right, George Floyd in broad daylight, and you still ain't got no blood. You still can't bleed when it comes to your own. You can't bleed. You'll go to the military, I know, because I was dumb enough to do it. I was a dummy, I went. Don't forget to like, subscribe, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Please do. We can certainly use it. All idiots too, you're welcome. Go make it. Every comment that you can make, please come on the show and make it, because we need your dumb comments too. It helps the show go. There's no way I would wipe it off. I wouldn't do that. But ask you to thumbs up and please like. Please. Thumbs up and like and subscribe. But I want you to understand what's happening here. You got to understand it. That the white man, brothers and sisters, I know I'm loud. I get loud when I get excited. The white man protects his killers. He protects his killers. You'll watch him. I'll tell you how far behind we are. This is how behind we are, brothers and sisters. We'll watch him kill us, and we still got our camera, taking pictures. Get him, brother. I see what you're doing. He's steady killing us. I want you to look at this. Look at the culture that was created. The foolishness of capturing something on your camera so you can put it on YouTube when you could have gotten a gun, a stick, a bat, or anything else to try to free the man. Right? If all of you stand together and gang up on these devils, there's nothing they can do. Right? When they learn that they can die too, they'll start bagging up. We taking pictures. Right? Black folks taking pictures. They could have saved his life. They're busy taking pictures. I see you. I see what you're doing. I got you on my camera now. They're going to know. But the black man has lost his life. Why not have somebody to take pictures while you attack the people that are attacking us? Right? Right? Why not take pictures? Why not get into recordings while we are organizing, right, to respond to all of these killings that are happening in our community? Right? Why not do that? I mean, we got sisters so ignorant that they'll go against their husbands, go against their brothers, go against their boyfriends and all of that. Put themselves in danger. And be the first one, I want you to listen to this, be the first one to call the police on the situation that they've created. They're getting brothers killed. And you got dumb brothers too. You got ignorant brothers too that will kill our babies, that will rape and molest our babies, pedophile. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Beat our women with bats. Isn't that right? This ignorance, doing the job and the work of the white man. You'll do it for him. You'll do it for him, and you're validated when he comes in our community to do the evil that you've empowered him to do. All because you won't stand together. All because you won't stand together. I mean, there are Christians and Muslims out there using it that are used by the white man too. Used by the white man. Brothers and sisters, your husbands and your wives can't protect you when you're busy fighting them. There's no way for them to protect you. But you're putting yourselves in harm's way. Isn't that right? Right? But we stand divided while the white man stands united as he kills us. As he's killing us, we stand divided. As he's killing us, we stand ridiculing one another. As he's killing our babies. As he's possessing black men to kill our babies. As he's possessing black women to kill our babies. What happens? What happens to us? We stand divided while we should be correcting these things in the black community. It's our job, brothers and sisters. It's our job to straighten up this evil that is happening in our black community. And when the white man is killing us, you must agree that this is evil. You have to agree that when the white man is killing us, this is an evil act. And that evil act has to be met with a righteous act. And the only way to get rid of a devil is to kill him. It's the only way. Our problem is that we're busy forgiving this man. The white man can do anything that he wants in our community. And you got dumb demons, because that's what they are. Black people who exercise the power of the white man are demons. You got dumb demons like Al Sharpton. You got dumb demons like Louis Farrakhan. Isn't that right? That will tell us to be peaceful. Telling us to be peaceful when the devil that came to kill us has yet to tell us to stand up and move forward. Has yet to do it. And anytime someone comes along, like me or someone else, with any real sense to tell you to start attacking this man, right, and kill him and cut his head off so he won't be coming in our community, endangering our families, endangering our children, endangering our young men and women, endangering our elderly, then they'll look at me and they'll say he's crazy. He's mad. I've had people to do it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I've had them to do it. And we have given in to a type of kill culture that's been created by the white man. That's what we've done. And by letting George Zimmerman live and all the others live, stop waiting for the white man to get him and to protect him. We got to stop waiting for that. And we got to become watchful. We got to become watchful so that we'll be able to do something against all odds. How are we going to do it? We got to be willing to stand, brothers and sisters, stand up. Right? Stand up. You'll not look like a fool with our hands up. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Here the man is. Here the man is killing you, literally blowing your brains out. And you got your hands up. Hands up, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I ain't got no gun. I'm coming out peacefully. I ain't got no gun. And the minute you saying that, the man is like, put your gun down. The man is like, put your gun down. You ain't got no gun. Your hands is up. Your hands is up. It don't matter. He's going to kill you anyway. The white man has declared amongst white people that he's going to kill you. And he is killing you. He is killing our kind. He is literally killing us. And you still like, hands up, don't shoot. I ain't got no gun. I ain't got no gun. You don't want out here. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, you got to admit that this is insane. Insane. Here you are. You ain't doing nothing to nobody. Right? You living your life and these white devils come inside of your grocery stores, shoot you down like a dog. I mean, take your life out. Take you out. You're in the house. He comes and kill Breonna Taylor in the house that she slept. Right? Came in. Pushed the door down. And then when her boyfriend, and the whole thing was shady, if you ask me, he shooted back at them. They let him live. He's living. I mean, the whole thing, you got to look at it. Something's going on here, brothers and sisters. Right? Something's going on. Right? But Breonna Taylor is dead. Right? There are too many of us making deals with this white man. Stop making deals with the white man. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, brothers and sisters. Please do. Any bad comments, rude remarks, all of it belongs. Right? All bad comments or rude remarks is allowed. It'll help the show go. I'm not going to take off one thing, because I already know if you're dumb enough to make an ignorant comment against me and I'm trying to help black people, then you ain't got no sense anyway. Right? You'll be talking against the next person standing up. I could be dead and gone. And you'll be talking against the next person standing up. But I allow your comments on here. I don't care. I don't care. But we've got to stand up against the evil that is happening to us. We got to stand up. When you stand up, you can't do it for numbers. When you do the shows that you're doing now, put some truth on the show. Don't worry about the numbers. To hell with the numbers. The fact that you made it means that one day somebody's going to see it. And the day that they see it, right, they won't be able to avoid it. Once they listen to it, they won't be able to avoid it. And they'll be able to take those seeds, plant it in good soil, which is their heart, and let it grow up. And we need brothers and sisters that are planted and grown in good soil so that we'll be able to defend our community. The white man is dying. The white man is losing power. The white man is losing his grip over the global world. He's losing his grip. The investors are looking at the black people. But we got to make sure that we're around. Isn't that right? You'll be surprised how many black investors, wealthy people out of Africa, I don't even want to admit it, that are standing with that devil, right, and making bukus of money. Isn't that right? What the old folks said, bukus. Making all of that money because he won't get involved in the evil that he see the white man doing, right, to you and I over here. He won't get involved in the evil that he see the white man doing over in Africa. He won't get involved in the evil that the white man is doing all over the planet to dark people. And it'll just be plain foolish for you and I to keep fussing with one another, brothers and sisters. So I tell you, even those that I may not have been friends with in the past, have not even made peace with in the past, and justifiably, for to go against that white man, I'll shake your hand, and we can be at peace until this war is over, and we can deal with one another after that. But we need to come together today to deal with the white man that is against us today, tomorrow, and forevermore, brothers and sisters. And you must admit that he's given us hell. He's given us hell in America and has been giving us hell ever since he enslaved many of us and brought us to America, and he even tried to enslave the black man that was already here when he got here. Isn't that right? And I know that you understand today, right, what I'm saying when I say, what is George Zimmerman doing alive? I know you understand that. Why is he still alive? It is a rhetorical question. The question is rhetorical. He's still alive because you and I have yet to realize that we're in a revolution. You and I have yet to realize that we're in a war. You and I have yet to realize the situation that we're in here in America. You and I have yet to realize that. And it's high time that you and I begin to realize what kind of situation that we're in. And the minute that you and I realize what kind of situation that we're in, we will be able to bond together in a united black front and take out the enemy in such a way, brothers and sisters, that they won't be able to even incriminate our community, much less kill our community. And that, I mean, kill them in such a way that their judicial system won't have an effect, right? That their police monkey system won't have an effect on you and I, because we will be able to disable that handicap. Isn't that right? I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. You see, and I understand what Dr. Khaled was saying when he said that if you say that it's not the white man, it's the system. It's not the white man, it's the system. Dr. Khaled said you sound like a fool. Isn't that right? Excuse me, brothers and sisters. He said you sound like a fool. Isn't that right? He said it's almost like saying it's the spider web. It's not the spider. Isn't that right? What he was saying is, if you don't agree, if you don't with your mental eyes and your spiritual eyes, and with your intelligence, if you don't understand that it's the white man that's doing this to you, and you keep blaming the system, if you destroyed the system today, the white man will build another system that will be better, that will be sharper, that will be more shrewd and intelligent, and keeping you and I in bondage. I know you understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. So we got to stop lying to ourselves. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, brothers and sisters. We need you. We got to understand that it's the white man that created the system. Isn't that right? Just like it's the white spider that created the spider web. The white man created the system that will keep us in oppression, keep us in bondage, and thus keep us in slavery. That's right, brothers and sisters. You and I are what's called 21st century slaves. Isn't that right? We are 21st century slaves. That's right. You're still a slave. You and I are still in bondage. Right? We're still in bondage. Isn't that what Jesus said? That we are in bondage. In his day, they were in bondage to the Romans. In the days of Jesus, they were in bondage to the Romans. Well, in our day, brothers and sisters, we're in bondage to the American. Right? The white man. The white man, white America. I should say white America, because the true American is the black man. But we are in bondage to white America. We are in bondage to the European globally. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? So we're in bondage, brothers and sisters, and the only way for us to get out of this bondage is to fight. And when you understand that, you understand that Jesus, you understand why he was killed. You understand why Jesus was killed. Jesus was killed, brothers and sisters, because he wanted to come out of the bondage. And so he was organizing groups, right, to rise up through religious teaching, the same way the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad did, the same way that Martin Luther King Jr. did, same way the Minister Malcolm X did, Marcus Garvey, and many others, E.C. Morris, right? Through religious teachings, where man will be humble to God, but will usurp power and authority over other men, right? Because the Bible, the word, the text, tells us to stand therefore in the liberty that you have been made free. Isn't that right? Because the truth won't set you free. The truth will make you free, but you have to be willing to actualize that truth. You and I have to be willing to actualize it. Brothers and sisters, we won't get any truth, we won't get any deliverance, and we won't get any freedom unless we're willing to stand on the liberty that we've been made free. So in that sense, if we stand on the truth, then we understand that America is not our home. Isn't that right? America is not our home. We made it our home. We made a home in America, but America is not our original home. But the aboriginal home, for those of us that were bought on the ship, is Africa. Isn't that right? And we have to understand that before the American politics came in this place, that Africa was the first continental place for Africans, and the second continental place for Africans is North America, the place that you and I are in today. Is that right or wrong? And you understand through the African tradition and through African history that the deeper you dig, the darker it gets. And when you go to South America, what do you find? The original South American is not the pale-faced white man that you see, no more than the original African is the pale-faced white man. Nah, brothers and sisters. And that means that the original North American, right, is not the pale-faced white man. But the original and the aboriginal people are the black men of the planet. You and I are the original people, brothers and sisters, no matter where you go. No matter where you go over so many, I believe it's 9 million square miles of this planet, you'll find that the black man was already there. And the deeper you dig in those places, I don't care if you're in China, I don't care if you're in Mexico, I don't care if you're in Russia, I don't care if you're in Europe, I don't care if you're in England. The deeper you dig, the darker it gets, and every time you excavate, you'll find yourself embracing a path that looks just like you and a past that looks just like you and I. And so, brothers and sisters, what you and I have to do, we've got to step up the tempo, right? Because we see that the white man is trying to erase us from this present history. You don't hear me. I said the white man is trying to erase us from this present history. And see, when we see people like George Zimmerman, we see people like Dylan Roof and all these people, it is foolish for us to allow them to live. Even if we're in the prison, there's some of you that see killers in the prison. You see, some of you are doing life in the prison, and you see killers in the prison. Why the hell would you allow them to live, right? By killing us, why the hell would you allow them to live? I'm just asking you a question. Why would you allow them to live when you're doing life because you killed somebody else? Some of you are doing life and ain't killed nobody. Without parole, you're doing life, ain't killed nobody. Why would you let that man live and come out? Why would you let, and so they're only going to do so much time, because the white man always has a loophole where he's going to get him out. There's no sense in you and I getting angry. We already know what this system is, and we know who's running this system. So what you and I have to do is to get involved. We can't allow George Zimmermans, and we can't allow these Dylan Roofs, and all these people to kill us and to be walking free in prison, walking free out of prison, and walking free over this planet, when you and I have a job to do. We got a job to do. You and I have a job to do. And it's time for us to do it, brothers and sisters. It's time for us to fulfill the destiny of the black man. And we'll never do it by allowing these white people to live. We'll never do it. So God has called you and I to a purpose. He has called you and I to a purpose. And we've got to meet that purpose. Now, the last thing I want to say is this. And after that, I'm going to let you go. Because I think I've held your attention long enough. And I appreciate you for being kind enough to allow us to hold your attention. I appreciate that. I thank you for allowing me this time to be able to teach you the small thing that I have to offer. Because we all have something to offer, brothers and sisters. All of us have something to offer. Right? All of us do it. You'll never do it. If you love crowds, love big crowds, you'll never do it. I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is to just get on and let it rip. Get on and say what's on your mind. Let it come out. Let the chips fall where they may. Right? Let them fall where they may. And if you do that, you'll find. If you do that. If you do it. Yes or no, the wife's in the car? No, you'll find that this period that we're in can be conducive and useful for you and I today. You'll find that it's useful for you and I today. The only way for it to be useful, brothers and sisters, that's standing out now. Standing out. You and I standing out and protecting our black community. You and I standing out and doing what is necessary, right? What is actually necessary to build up the black community, right? Because you have to build the black community. A lot of it is not just economics. There's some economics, but when you talk about building up the black community, it's not just about economics. Economics is a part of it. Economics is one part of it. The other part of it, and the other part that you should have after economics, is to build a defense. We don't have enough defense units. We don't have enough defense organizations in the black community. So when that man go to acting a fool, that we be able to defend ourselves. We need to build defense units, right? The African American Defense League. I'm telling you, the only thing that you have to do, is defend the people where you are. The people where you are, defend them. You don't have to go over the planet. You don't have to go over to no other country. You don't have to go to no other state. But you need to be able to build where you are. Build exactly where you are. Be able to take care of what you need to take care of where you are. So that you'll be able to make a difference. It's the only way. It's the only way that you can make a difference. Is to be able to stay where you are and build up those forces. In other words, somebody come in your community, right? And you already have an occupying force there, and you already have a defense team there. The minute that he kills somebody in your community, and he can't get out because you already got him trapped to kill him, then it'll go over all of the media. I mean, the white media will carry it. You ain't got to worry about it. They'll do the work for you. They'll do the work for you. The minute that you kill the white man who's killing you in broad daylight on camera, see, because you filming the wrong thing. That's what I'm telling you. You filming the wrong thing. The minute that you start killing that white man that's killing you, the white man will carry it all across the globe. And I guarantee you they'll stop killing you. But you got to make some examples. Are they going to fight? Yeah, they're going to fight. They're fighting already. The only difference is you haven't gotten into the fight. The white man can win a guerrilla warfare, brothers and sisters. Don't you know he can't win a guerrilla warfare? White man can't do that. But you just got to learn. Time for you to learn. You got to. What do I need to do? What am I doing different than I didn't do before? Oh, I'm not killing that white man. The minute you kill the white man in broad daylight, the minute you kill him, fill him up with bullets, cut his head off, and they see that you mean business, you ain't got to worry about it no more. You'll be done worrying about it. And he will carry the story for you around the planet so they'll know that you might mess with the black people, but don't mess with those black people in America. And the minute that the black man in America start defending himself, you'll find that black people across the globe will start defending themselves. You and I are the key to this whole revolutionary thing. But you got to understand it. You got to understand it. We are the key to it. But we got too many cowards. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up, brothers and sisters. We can certainly use your participation. And that's the thing that I was intrigued about in the Taharka Bay interview. The thing I was intrigued about. Now, I want to tell you something. And I want you to understand it. That here's a brother, gifted brother, a gifted brother who will waste his time trying to tear down black nationalists. And I wondered to myself, why would somebody do that? A black man over the age of 40 years old, that means he should know better. I give him a lot of room. Give people a lot of room. By the time you're 40, you shouldn't be doing that. He's 50, 51. Shouldn't be doing that kind of ignorance. But you have to understand this. You have to understand this. You have to understand that he was hired to do it. Here a man is, Taharka Bay. Here's his life. A lifetime criminal with armed robberies, over 20 years worth. A lifetime registered pedophile. A lifetime registered sexual offender. A lifetime drug dealer. I mean, his life is garbage. So the white man, when he got somebody like that, then he knows that they have no morals. And these are the people that he will put out. Now, brothers and sisters, you got some white man on here named Porkchop, rides again. Tell you, that's what I say. All you got to do is tell the truth and your enemies will come. Your enemies will come. Here, let me tell you what this devil has just said. I want to tell you. Yeah, I want to tell you. Because I want that those that go look at the show will be able to see the devil sticking his head out anytime the righteous is speaking the truth. This devil says, it's class struggle. The police kill poor white brothers too. Now, why would I give a damn about anybody white being killed by the police? When the white man, all of them are the devil to me. But he had to stick his head up and say that. White people always want you to feel sorry for them. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's why I don't like Eminem. I hate him. Yeah, I hate Eminem, the rapper. Can't stand him. He's gifted. But I know he's a white thief too. The devil comes in all forms. Don't you know that? Don't you know the devil comes in all forms? There are people saying, yeah, you know, Eminem, man, that joke, he could rap, man. Him and 50 Cent are close. Name one rapper that you could really count in as leaders over the last, I would say the last 15 years. The last 15 years. Because before that, you got real rappers. You got real rappers that would take it to the man. Real rappers that had stories to tell. That told about history. These rappers you got today are not rappers. You don't have any rappers today. Right? There's no such thing as gangster rap. But that's just the same thing was sold to you. They ain't got no message. They keep our women naked. They misrepresent Muslims. They even got Muslims now attached to some rappers that stop covering their heads. They don't have any respect for themselves or the nation's teaching. You got Muslim brothers, black Muslims that are doing the same thing because they don't know anything about Elijah's teaching, right? This new nation of Islam under Farrakhan, a new nation of Islam, and these new rappers that are paying homage to another agent, because that's who he is. Keep us down, right? Keep us out, right? Keep us down and keep us out. right? When the agenda is to destroy the black man in America. But it can't do it without putting some old homogenized, buttermilk colored brother or sister in front of you, right? In order to distort your vision and distort the truth. It's the truth, brothers and sisters. And I'm not lying. All you got to do is research it. All you got to do is research it. While the man was putting Khalid Muhammad out of the Nation of Islam and moving him off of his post, right? He's calling Father Flager his friend, a white Catholic priest who is a pedophile, a known pedophile in the archdiocese, and somebody the archdiocese excommunicated in so many instances. Isn't that right? That's the truth. That's the truth. And you and I got to be concerned about the truth. You and I got to be concerned about the truth. You know? And so we don't give a damn about any white man, that the white devil is killing. We don't care. We don't care. I'm not going to cry when I see a white man getting killed by a white devil. What business is that of mine? You got Vladimir Putin and America fighting. Why the hell would I care? Let them devils kill each other. Let them kill each other on a high level and a low level. And maybe you and I will get some freedom today. Maybe we'll get some freedom today. The minute that you start defending yourself, right, and we jump in the mood of what God is already doing, God is doing it. Maybe you and I will get some freedom today. But we'll never get it waiting on the white man to give it to us. You'll be waiting a mighty long time. Because he's had power, and even black people that you thought was in power have been using power for so long, right, and misusing power for so long that it's kept you and I in the situation that we're in today. And so you got to know that. So brothers and sisters, this is what I have for you today. This is what I have for you today. Our brother, I tell you, we got one brother that's ignorant, and then we got a cracker on here that continues. He wants to be heard. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read what he's saying. Now he say, I like Willie D. He's a fool. Let's look at this fool. This devilish fool. The Jew got you at my throat, brother. You wake up. Right? You say that in front of Farrakhan. He'll poison you like he poisoned brother Khalid Muhammad. See? These devils know more about our business, isn't that right, than you know. These devils. And it's just plain mockery for you not to learn what's going on, brothers and sisters. Here's a devil. You know they'll never tell you the truth. Our brother Bruce stepped in, the so-called Jew. That's right. That's right, because the real Jew is us. You see, I didn't respond to it, brother Bruce. I didn't respond to it because we know who the real Jew is. We know who the real Arab is. It's not no white buttermilk-colored Jew or Arab, but black brothers and sisters that have been put in bondage, even sold out by nationalistic black brothers and sisters in Africa who love money more than they love God and have misused and abused us for so many years and are being punished by the white man through colonialism for the act of befriending the devil today. So brothers and sisters, you and I have to get involved. We've got to be strong. We got to be powerful. And we got to do the work of God. We got to be steadfast and unmovable and always abounding in the work of God, which God has called us to, brothers and sisters, you and I. We are all called. We are all the messianic promise. And my God, get from around these white devils that feel comfortable enough to speak on our problem and our situation and comfortable enough to put themselves in our business. No white devil will ever be a friend of mine because I already know that you can't trust them, and the minute you turn your back, they will kill you. And you got to wake up and know the very thing that I know and the very thing that Brother Bruce know and many others know because they see the white man doing it every day. Brothers and sisters, I'm about to leave at this point, and I want to apologize to you for starting late. I'll do better that won't happen again. So I do the best that I can do to make sure that thing doesn't happen again. My desire, my prayer is that I said something to you to help you. That's my desire. That's my prayer. Just something. That I said something to you to help you, something to open your eyes. Right? And that's why I leave up all the comments of the enemy. I leave their comments up too, because after a while you'll be wise enough and strong enough to see through it. And that's the reason that I leave it up. And I pray, it's my desire, my prayer, that you and I will get stronger and more united, that we will come out from amongst these devils. I pray that black Muslims, right, in the Farrakhan movement will stop marrying these white devils. You got a lot of, there are even some Muslims that are marrying white devils that are calling themselves black. There are Muslim brothers, black Muslim brothers that are marrying white she-devils that are calling themselves black. They're using man tan. They're using man tan. But I pray that you will love yourself enough. Love yourself enough to come out from amongst these white devils. That's my desire. That's my prayer. My desire and my prayer. That we will come together. We have a job to do. We got a job to do. A great job. And God is calling us to this job. And the only thing that you and I have to do is get obedient and get on God's side so that God will be on our side. So brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I want to thank you for all that you do. Don't forget to support the movement. Please do. Don't forget to support the movement. Because we certainly need it. We need your help. We certainly need it and we need your help. Brothers and sisters, look forward to seeing us Friday. Look forward to seeing us Friday. We'll be ready again. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, please. We can use all of the help we can get. Any rude comments, we leave them up. We got this white devil on here. We're going to leave those comments up too. We'll leave them up. Because we believe it's important. We've already explained and worked through it. And brothers and sisters, stop trusting these white people. Because they can't do anything but harm you and I. You got to stop trusting them. Here at the Cash App, we ask you to certainly bless us. We also put the link for the book at the very top. You can support us by buying a book. And those books, and when you buy it, be sure to, or you print a Cash App for the book, just to send me your email. Let's communicate through email. So I'll be able to give that to you because we have it in PDF form. And we have it in other internet form, where we can get that book directly to you. If you want a hard copy, when you purchase it, we will get it mailed out to you. We have to charge shipping as well. We'll certainly get it mailed out to you. So brothers and sisters, we thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for allowing us to show up. And we'll see you again Friday. Look forward to seeing you Friday. We pray that we'll be back. We look forward to seeing you Friday, and we will be running that program on this particular Friday at 9 o'clock. On this particular Friday, we'll be running it at 9 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock p.m., which will be 10 o'clock Eastern Time. 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 9 o'clock Central Time. So that you'll be able to come to the show. Brothers and sisters, I say unto you, peace. Peace be unto us all. Peace be unto us all, you and I. Because we certainly need God. Certainly need God, and we can certainly use Him now. So brothers and sisters, remember that I love you. Peace be unto us all, and I say unto you, those one and all, I say, Assalamu alaikum. And that means peace be unto you in the Arabic term. If you have brothers and sisters there beside you, be sure to give them a hug, tell them that you love them. Brothers and sisters, please study so that God can bless you the same way that He has blessed me. Same way that He is building us up. Same way that He is strengthening us in this difficult hour. And if you lean on God and get on God's side, believe you me, when I tell you that God will get on our side. Peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum.